Walter Clayton Jr. leads Florida to a NCAA title game, scoring 34 points in a 79-73 victory over SEC's over their SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. All right, Florida Gators with the victory over the Auburn Tigers. This is Walter Clayton Jr. right here. Okay, for Florida. All right, and look who they're playing in the tournament championship right here tomorrow. You see that? Against Houston. Okay. And you see the rankings here? You see 1-1. Walter Clayton Jr.'s got that 1 on his jersey right there. And there's more of that with that number 1 here upcoming. All right. So set to face Houston in the title game, and I said this is Monday night at the Alamo Dome. So that this, championship game will be taking place tomorrow. The Gators finally are getting a shot at another national championship after another special performance from their All-American guard. Again, he had 34 points with 5 3-pointers, giving him the first consecutive 30-point games this deep in the tourney since Larry Bird. And Florida beat Southeastern Conference rival Auburn 79-73 in the Final Four on Saturday night. The Gators are going to the national championship game for the first time since their titles in 2006 and 2007. That 2006 will factor into the breakdown as well. Clayton was the difference. He was just flat out the difference, Auburn coach Bruce Pearl said. We couldn't contain him down that end. No team has against the leading scorer in this NCAA tournament. He is the first player with 30-point games, both the Elite Eight and semifinals, since Bird for Indiana State. And wow, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here on the fly. And since Bird for Indiana State in 1979, according to ESPN stats. Okay? So I'm seeing some good stuff here. So I'm going to go over to the breakdown so we don't miss any of that on the fly stuff there. Look at, he's got perfect date numerology. Look at his birthday and this game, April 5th, this Final Four game. Look at that all the way across on the date numerology. And that's his birthday, March 6th. Check that out. So he's got the 3rd month birthday, and that's cool. Look at his birthday, even leaves exactly 300 days in the year. Like the 3rd month. But look at that date numerology all the way across. Well, except for the day of the year and the days remaining. Perfect. And you even get that 34 date numerology. He scores 34 points in this game. Check that out. 34 date numerology on the last birthday, 34 as well on the game date. He scores 34. And, before we get to it, they pick up the victory and they score 79 points. Remember, we just mentioned 1979 right there. No team has against the leading scorer in this tournament. Whatever that sentence is, does that even make sense? But he is the first player with 30-point games, both the Elite Eight and semifinals, since Bird for Indiana State. in 79. You see that? 79. And we get them with the victory, and they score 79 points. Even the game leaves 270 days in the year, April 5th, right there, Saturday. 270 is like 27. And the Gators are going to the national championship game for the first time since their titles in 2006, 2007. 2007 like 27, and watch how watch how the 26 comes into play. And 206 or 2006 like 26. Just watch. How about this connection? Because our basketball player here with the big game, his name is Walter Clayton Jr. Doesn't that sound like legend running back in the NFL? Walter Payton. It rhymes. Walter Payton had the nickname Sweetness. We're in this tournament, basketball tournament. Okay, this was a Final Four game, but Sweetness is like Sweet 16. They have the Sweet 16, then they have the Elite 8, then they have the Final Four, then they have the championship. What a script. Sweetness, Walter Payton Jr., or Walter Clayton Jr., with the basketball player, Walter Jerry Payton, the legendary running back. Sweetness, like Sweet 16, which is connected with this tournament. Notice Walter Payton has the 34 on his jersey. Walter Clayton Jr. scores 34 points on a 34 date numerology. Again, his last birthday's got the 34 date numerology as well. Holy crap. And there's that 79 again. Remember, they say no player since Larry Bird, 1979. Remember that? Walter equals 79. Auburn Tigers equals 79. Again, they score 79. 79 is the 22nd prime number. He is 22 years old. Basketball equates to 22 in gematria. You see the code right there. Okay. Clayton Jr. goes off for 34 points. Remember, I told you we were going to bring up 2006 like 26, right? The Gators are going to the national championship game for the first time since their titles in 2006, 2007. 2006 like 26. This is a rival, SEC rival. Florida defeats Auburn. Look at that. Rival 26, Gators 26, NCAA 26. All like 2006. 26 is huge with basketball. You know, Jordan equals 26. Bryant equals 26. You know, Jordan went to college, won a national championship, right? With North Carolina. Look at rival has 73. Auburn loses scoring 73 points. Rival and Gators both got 37. The 73 reverse. Look at that. Amazing, right? You know, even Jordan, his first game was on the 26th day of October in the NBA for the Bulls. Kobe Bryant, RIP. He didn't play college ball, but RIP to him on the 26th day of the year, back in 2020. You reverse the 26, Walter Clayton Jr., 62, rival, 62. Jordan also equals 62. I mean, I'm just making basketball connections. I'm not making them, I'm just showing them to you. Look at Walter Clayton Jr.'s birthday. Ooh, Walter Payton with that connection earlier. Played for the Chicago Bears. Michael Jordan for the Chicago Bulls. You like that? He even played 13 seasons with the Bears. Michael Jordan equals 113. Like 13. The National Basketball Association equals 113 like 13. It's all within the script, okay? Wow. Get back to his birthday. March 6th, 36. Third month, 6th day. Clayton equals 36 in reverse reduction. Look at how they have his full name. Walter Marteri, however he's Marteri Clayton Jr. 306 in the reverse cipher. 306 is like 36. Again, his birthday, March 6th. Notice his height right here, 6'3". The 36 reversed. He's even born in 2003. Michael Jordan retired in 2003. And 2003 is like 23. With that connection, Jordan known for wearing the number 23. I didn't even plan on bringing up Jordan. Michael Jordan born in 63. You see the connection? He scored 63 points, a legendary playoff game against the Boston Celtics. Did Michael Jordan? Okay. Boston also equals 22, which I don't have here. Like basketball 22, Walter Clayton Jr., age 22. And again, this all connects with Walter Payton, which rhymes. 34 on the jersey. This dude scores 34 points. Wow. And I told you we'd get back to that one. Both teams have the ranking here of 1 in the championship game. Florida and Houston. 1 on dude's jersey right here. This game, a 1-month span from his birthday to the game. Okay? Bam. You even get like a 113 right there. The dude on Auburn's got the 13. Walter Payton with the 13 seasons. I mentioned the Michael Jordan connection with 113. How about that? And I'm going to scan the article a little bit more. Look how smooth that was with the Walter Payton connection. Like Walter Clayton Jr. here, y'all. Wow. He's poised, calm, and collected. Confident in himself. We have that confidence in him. Gators guard Will Richard said, we see him practice, see his work ethic. We're glad everybody else is getting to see getting to see him do it in a game. And the Gators, 35-4, got this far only after Clayton rallied them twice in this tournament. And think about, we're bringing up Michael Jordan, clutch player, right? Anyways, Clayton Jr. scored 13. He had 13 of his 23 points in the final 8 minutes in a 77-75 win in the second round that ended UConn's pursuit of a third national title in a row. So you get that 23 again in that game with the 23 points, and we get a 13 again. Then had 2 late threes last Sunday when they came from 9 points down. Again, a clutch player with less than 3 minutes left to beat Texas Tech. I'm just used to seeing him put the ball in the basket, I guess, Gators coach Todd Golden said. But he's done what he's done all year for us in big moments, stepped up, hit huge shots, settled our team down, and made winning plays when we needed it the most. Okay, I mean, amazing. And they have a lot of more paragraphs that I'm not going to get into right now. A lot more paragraphs. But wow, okay. Again, they're playing Houston tomorrow in the championship game, all right? You see right there? Number 1 and number 1. And you know what? Houston equals 112 like Chicago with the Walter Payton Michael Jordan connection. Look at that. 112 like Chicago Bulls, excuse me. And Houston also has got the 31. But you see the 112? Houston's got the 31. Look, a 31, that 1 month span from dude's birthday to the game is the same as 31 days. Check that out. You like that? Pretty damn amazing. You know what I'm saying? Pretty damn amazing, y'all. I mean, I'm glad to be able to present this to you. I don't like follow these games or anything. I just break down the stories. And stories they are. So look at those, and we hit nice on the fly just from scanning the first few paragraphs in the article. That's an amazing connection right there with Walter Payton. Okay, so Clayton leads Florida to the NCAA title game, scoring 34 points and a 79-73 victory over SEC rival Auburn. And let me just see who led Auburn here in points. It looks like Chad Baker Mazzara, 18 points. Johnny Broome had 15. Denver Jones with 10 points. And in support of Walter Clayton Jr., Elijah Martin has 17 points. Thomas Ha, 12 points. All right, so off to the championship game. Shout out to y'all. 34 points here for Walter Clayton Jr. with this victory over rival the Auburn Tigers. So Florida Gators defeat the Auburn Tigers. So you got Gators, you got Tigers, and Bears. Oh my. And now the Gators off to play the Cougars. Cougars got the C like Clayton. Shout out to y'all. Until next time.